Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Deepthi. Good evening, children. Yeah, so today we're going to revise ratio and proportion. We have done this chapter earlier, ratio and proportion. We'll just go back to the chapter and check how much we can recall. All right?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I wanted to say this before, but now that I'm remembering it, we have at school we have actually started integers.
Yeah, I'll do all that before your exam. Yeah, you wanted something? What? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what will be the required ratio, Deepthi? Yes. What's your answer? Okay, Santosh. Deepthi, yeah, what's your answer? The first step, not the final answer. How do you get started with the answer? Okay, so the required ratio is the ratio of the sale price to the market price. So the sale price should be written first and then the market price. The order is very important. What is the ratio of the sale price to the market price? So which one is mentioned first? Sale price. What is the sale price? 500. Is to, what is the market price? 625. That order is very important. Whenever we find a ratio, the order in which the quantities appear is very important. Remember what this is called? The first quantity is called the antecedent, and the second one is called the consequent. Okay, so this is a ratio. See, like for example, 3:4 is a ratio. 3:4 is a ratio in which the first quantity is 3 and the second quantity is 4. The first quantity 3 is called the antecedent. Antecedent. And the second quantity 4 is called the consequent. Consequent. All right. Yeah, Deepthi. Anything related to the answer you say, nothing else.
Ma'am, I couldn't unmute myself.
Oh, okay. That's why I asked you. And yeah. All right. I'm sorry for that. Okay. So 500 is called the antecedent and 625 is called the consequent. Correct? Now, which one to write first? Look at the question. Ratio of the sale price to market price. So 500 is to 625. Okay. So now we'll have to reduce 500 and 625 in the same tables. Now we all know the test of divisibility of 25. Both of them are divisible by 25. Both 500 and 625 are divisible by 25. So divide 500 how many times in 25? 25 twos are 50. 0, 0 comes down. So 20, right? And how many times 625? You should divide like this. You will get 25. 25 times 625. You do the division. Okay. So 500 is reduced to what? 20. And 625 is reduced to whatever is the quotient. Whatever is the quotient. 20 is to 25. But this can be simplified further, right? In the tables of 5. 5 4s are 20. 5 5s are 25. So the required ratio is 4:5. All right. The required ratio is 4:5. Correct? Yeah, write down quickly. Hi. We just started. Take down the answer.
And what?
Comparing two quantities of the same kind is called a ratio. Comparing two quantities of the same kind. So you're comparing rupees 500 with rupees 625. Comparing two quantities of the same kind is called a ratio. I mean, how can I'll share the recording. We've already discussed this. If you go through the first recording, you can recall. Quickly make a note, children. Deepthi, finish writing. Yeah, done, children? No, Santosh, you have to write fast. Done, all of you? Yeah, done. Next one. Leave some space. From this one, you will have to catch up. The number of milk teeth in human beings is 20, and the number of permanent teeth is 32. Find the ratio of the number of milk teeth to the number of permanent teeth. So which one should come first? Number of milk teeth first, and then the number of permanent teeth, because that's the order in which the terms are mentioned, right? So first milk teeth and then permanent teeth. So you just say required ratio. Required ratio is, okay, write down first. I'll write the steps also. Write down fast, children. Take down the question quickly.
And we have to write all this in the class itself, right?
Yes, ma. Yes, yes. Yeah, Deepthi, tell me the simplified form of the ratio. Simplified, 20 is to 32. (20) and 32 is divisible by? Still a bigger number? 4. Okay. So 4 how many times 20? And 4 how many times? 8 times. So 5 is to 8 is the required ratio. The required ratio is 5 is to 8.
Mom, it took me some extra time because I was doing it with 2.
Sorry, Deepthi?
Mom, it took me some more time because I was simplifying it with 2.
Oh, okay, okay. You can do. So 10 is to 18 and then, sorry, 10 is to 16. And then you will get 5 is to 8. That's fine.
Yes.
Done, children?
Mom?
Yeah.
Mom, I left the meeting again because your voice was breaking and you were stuck when you were writing 4 is to 5 in the last question. So can you just go back to the first slide?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yes, just a minute.
Done, Deepthi? Yeah. Finish it, children. Yeah. It's time, children. Finished. What is REQ, children? Required. Ratio is equal to. Yeah. A rectangular sheet of paper is of length 1.2 meters and width 21 centimeters. Find the ratio of the width of the paper to its length. Width to length. Okay. Now it's important to have both length and breadth in the same unit. What is the length given? Length is equal to 1.2 meters. But convert that to centimeter because the width is in centimeter. So 1.2 meters is equal to 1.2 into 100, right? How do you convert meter to centimeter? Into 100 centimeter. What is 1.2 into 100? Tell me. 120. Very good. 120. 120 centimeter. Then what is the width? Width is equal to 21 centimeter. No, darling, that's already in centimeter. Don't multiply by 100. Width is already in centimeters. See, why are we converting length to centimeters? Because width is in centimeters. So we're trying to have length also in centimeter. All right. If supposing the length and breadth both were in meters, you don't have to change. If supposing both were in kilometers, length and width were in kilometers, don't change. If they have the same units, you don't have to change. If they have different units, then change the larger unit to the smaller one. So what's the order? Required ratio is equal to length first or width first? Width first. So what should I write first? What number first? 21 is to 120. Yeah. Please simplify this and tell me. Yeah. What is the unit in which length is given? Yeah, it's meter. We should, what is ratio? Comparing quantities of the same kind. Yeah. So both must be in centimeter. What's the, yeah. 7. Oh, 3 7. Yeah. 7 is to 40. Very good. Yes. So in the tables of 3 7s are 21, 3 40 times. Very good. Yeah, you sent it already? Why did you get a Xerox, darling? Just take a Xerox. You've written in your notebook, is it? Where do you have it? That's all. Yeah, you've written it in your school classwork notebook, no? Just take a Xerox for me, no? That'll be more easy. I'll just keep it here and do it off in the class. Yeah. Yeah. Edila. Okay. I didn't read the question properly, but I see that I didn't see the question. What is the load that the last? What is the? What is the load that I forgot to add in the previous? For? No, what's your total score? 86. Okay. Okay. Oh, very good. Meaning you're saying that. Okay. No, you're saying your score in math was high, so you got the second rank, is it? You went low on math. That's what is it? Okay. Yeah, there's the next question. Give two ratios equivalent to 18:8. Okay. Sorry? No, don't have to. Yeah. It's the same. 2:3 is nothing but 2/3. Is 2 is division. Understood this? Yeah, you can do like 18 into, you can multiply and divide by 9. You can multiply and divide by 25. Any two numbers. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what, see, his exceed answers also is ready. I forgot to get those answers are ready. I'll share it on WhatsApp with you. Those multiple choice questions. Yes. Sorry. No problem. Then we'll do it in the class. We'll do it in the next class. That'll be better. Okay, then we'll do one thing. Next class, remind me. We'll do this in the class. Yeah, pencil. Yeah. Understood this? Deepthi, any questions here? Okay. How do you put this in the simplest form?
Ma'am, 7:3.
Very good. Yes. Very good. Is 2. Is 2. Is 2. Yeah, so 3 7 times 3 3s. Okay. Next one. Which ratio is largest? 7:28 or 5:25? So tell me the simplest form of 7:28. What is the simplest form of 7:28? 1:4. And what about 5:25? 1:5. Now the question is which is largest? So what are the two ratios you have? 1/4 and 1/5, right?
Ma'am,
What is
1:5 is bigger.
Which is bigger?
Ma'am, 1:5.
1:5, huh? Okay, so yeah. Listen to me. So what is the procedure? Okay, you want to finish writing? Okay, right. Okay, so when you simplify, you get 1:4 and 1:5. Now you have to compare and decide which is greater. Okay, for that, the fractions must have the same denominator. Only then you can compare. Fractions with the same denominators are called like fractions. Now, these are unlike fractions. 1 by 4 and 1 by 5 are unlike fractions because they have different denominators. You cannot compare unlike fractions. You'll have to make them like fractions. How will you make them like fractions? By taking the LCM. What's the LCM of the denominators 4 and 5? 20. Okay, so now take the fraction 1 by 4. What is the denominator? 4, no? But you should make it 20. So what should you do? Multiply and divide by 5. Correct? Correct? Yeah. Then the next one, 1 by 5. What's the denominator? 5. But what is the expected denominator, or what is the required denominator? 20. So how will 5 become 20 into 4? So multiply the numerator and denominator by 4. See, you have the fraction 1 by 4 with denominator 4. But the required or the desired denominator is the LCM, which is 20. The desired denominator is 20. Then how will 4 become 20 into 5? So do the same thing in the numerator, and that gives you 5 by 20. This is 5 by 20. The other fraction is 1 by 5. Again, the desired denominator is 20, but it's 5. So you multiply by 4. Multiply both the denominator and the numerator by 4. So that gives you 4 by 20. Now they are like fractions. Because they have the same denominator, they are like fractions. Now compare the numerators. 5 or 4, which is greater? 5 is greater. 5 is greater. If 5 is greater, 5 is what? Of 1 by 4. 5 by 20 is 1 by 4. And what is 1 by 4? 7 by 28. Correct? So 7 is to 28 is greater than 5 is to 25. One by 4 is 1 by 5 is 4 by 20. So when you compare 5 by 20 and 4 by 20, 5 is greater. So 5 by 20 is greater. When what is 5 by 20? 5 by 20 is 1 by 4. And what is 1 by 4? 7 by 7 is to 28. So 7 is to 28 is greater than 5 is to 25. Correct? Done writing? First, second, third terms of a proportion are given to you. Find the fourth term. So what's a proportion? Comparing two ratios is called a proportion. When two ratios are equal, they are said to be in proportion. Comparing two ratios. When two ratios are equal, they are said to be in proportion. Now, supposing one student has scored 50 out of 100. What is the ratio? 1:2. Okay, in a different school, his friend has scored 40 out of 80. So what is that? 1:2. So 50 by 100 or 50 is to 100 and 40 is to 80, both are the same. They look different. 50 is to 100 is 1 by 2. 40 is to 80 is also 1 by 2. Two friends, they're studying in different schools. They're neighborhood friends. Okay, they're in different schools. So one guy says, I got 50 on 100. The other guy says, I got 40 on 80. Now, who's done better? Both of their performance is the same because 50 by 100 is 1 by 2. 40 by 80 is also 1 by 2. So because they're close friends, they've even got the same marks. Meaning not same marks, but the nobody's performance is better. Both of them are on the same level. Their performance is the same. ரெண்டு பேருக்கும் பேப்பர்ல பாதி ஆன்சர் தெரியல இல்ல ரெண்டு பேருக்கும் பேப்பர்ல பாதி தான் தெரியுது பாதி தெரியல. So now these two ratios are equal. 50 is to 100 is as to 40 is to 80. Half yearly will be in November, no? Oh. Oh. Okay. Till 5th. Okay. So in a proportion, see here, first quantity is to second quantity is as to third quantity is to fourth quantity. All right. First quantity is to second quantity is as to third quantity is to fourth quantity. What is the first quantity? 7. Second quantity, 14. 7 is to 14 is as to the third quantity is 25. Is to fourth quantity, we don't know. The fourth term, we don't know. X. Now, in a proportion, we say that the product of extremes is equal to the product of means. Extremes are those quantities in the borders. Means are the quantities in the middle. Okay. So the second and the third quantity, they are in the middle. The second and third, no, they are in the middle. So they are the means. The first quantity and the fourth quantity, they are in the ends. So they are called the extremes. Which are the extremes? The first quantity and the fourth quantity, they are the extremes. Which are the means? The second and third are the means. Tell me, Tanya, which are the extremes? The first quantity and the fourth quantity, or the first term and the fourth term are the extremes. Which are the means? Third are the means. What do you mean by product of extremes? Okay, you said extremes are first and fourth. What do you mean by product of extremes? You should multiply them. Is equal to means, we understood. Product of means. So you should multiply them. So what should I write here? For product of extremes, what should I write? Which are the extremes? 7 and x. Product means 7 into x is equal to no, let me finish one. Is equal to what? No. Is equal to product of means. Which are the means? 14 is to 25. 14 is to 25. That means 14 into 25, correct? Yeah. Now what is 7 into x? 7x is equal to, or you don't have to write that also. X is equal to what? X is equal to into 7. We'll go to the other side for division, right? X is equal to 14 into 25. The 7 will come to the other side for division. See here, it's simple. Now listen to this. Is equal to 14 into 25, right? Now don't write this into 7, write everything else. X is equal to 14 into 25, write that. Now this into 7 will go to the other side as by 7. 7 ones are 7 twos are. So x is equal to 2 into 25, 50. So the fourth term is 50. Ovi, what I want to say is, no, when you get a doubt, you stop listening to what I'm saying and you're just focusing on the question you want to ask. I think you can listen to me fully and then I'll definitely ask you. You can ask your question. But what happens is the minute you get a doubt, your focus is on the doubt. And so you just wait for me to finish talking. So in that process, you're not actually trying to understand what I'm saying. Yeah. Now you can ask me. Just wait for me to finish and you can ask me. What's your question now? No, no, no. You will not have. You'll have only 4 terms. Because we'll be comparing only 2 ratios at a time. We'll be equating only 2 ratios at a time. Deepthi, you have some issue with the mic, is it? You're not able to communicate? Done? Oh, yeah, I'm going to write that. Yes, yes. You should write them. Therefore, the fourth term is 15. All right? Thank you. Deepthi, please text me if you're following the class and if you're writing along with, the class. Seven ones are 7. Take one number from the numerator, one number from the denominator. 7 ones are 7. 7 twos are 14. Now there is 2 there, no? So 2 into 25 is 50. Yeah, you can ask me, yeah. No, see here. X is equal to 14 into 25 by 7. This is understood? Take one number from the numerator and one from the denominator. So 7 ones are 7 twos are. Now 14 becomes 2. What is remaining now? 2 into 25. What is 2 into 25? 50. So X is equal to 50. Yeah. Yeah. A train takes, listen to me. A train takes 2 hours to travel from Ajmer to Jaipur, which are 130 kilometers apart. How much time will it take to travel from Delhi to Bhopal, which are 780 kilometers apart if the train is traveling the uniform speed? You can find.
That's the time. The time is but the minimum.
So what is the distance between Ajmer and Jaipur, children? What is the distance between? What is the distance between Ajmer?
I can unmute now.
Yeah, Deepthi?
Mom, I can unmute myself now.
Okay. You were not communicating, no? So I was just concerned if.
Mom, I have sent you the messages in the chat.
No, that's what. There I'm not checking there. I can't see the chat box now. I have to only if the window meeting window is maximized, I can see the chat. The meeting window is not like the full screen, right? So I can't see the chat now.
Mom, next time I'll just message through WhatsApp.
No, you don't have to. I just want to know if you have any mic issues. That's all. You're following the class. You're writing along with us.
Yes, Mom.
Okay. It's a place. So how do you find the speed? Yeah.
Mom, my sister wanted to ask you that as my class ends at 8, when will her class start?
Right. She's already got the message on WhatsApp. No, please ask her to check.
Yes, Mom, I will.
Okay. So children, listen to this. Listen to this. You are able to cover one. No, stop writing, children. You are able to cover 100. Okay. You are able to cover 100 kilometers in 2 hours. You are able to cover 100 kilometers in 2 hours. Then in 1 hour, 50 kilometers. In 1 hour, 50 kilometers. Correct? If you're able to cover 100 kilometers in 2 hours, that means in 1 hour, you're able to cover 50 kilometers. In this question, the train covers 130 kilometers in 2 hours. So in 1 hour, 65 kilometers. First hour, 65 kilometers. Second hour, 65 kilometers. Correct? So what is the distance covered in 1 hour? 65 kilometers. Yeah. Have you learned the formula to find speed? Otherwise, I'll write the answer in a different way. Have you learned this formula? Speed is equal to distance by time? No, right? I'll just present the answer. Okay, I'll present the answer in a different way. I'm sorry. Okay, fine. Then you write it like this. Distance. No, listen to me. Distance covered in 2 hours. Tell me, children, what is the distance covered in 2 hours? 130 kilometers. Then what will be the distance covered in 1 hour? Distance covered.
Mom, 130 divided by 2.
Yeah, in 1 hour will be 130 divided by 2. That is 65 kilometers. Is this understood?
Yes, Mom.
130
Yes, ma'am.
kilometers is covered in 2 hours. Yeah. So in 1 hour, 130 by 2, 65 kilometers. Now, how much distance has to be covered? 780 kilometers has to be covered. So in 1 hour, 65 kilometers is covered in 1 hour. So 780 kilometers will be covered in 780 by 65 hours. No, I'll make you understand like this. 1 minute. You understood? See, children, supposing you cover 150 kilometers in 3 hours. In 3 hours, you cover 150 kilometers in 3 hours. So in 1 hour, 50 kilometers. In 1 hour, 50 kilometers. Then in how many hours will you cover 100 kilometers? 2 hours. 2 hours. Okay, let's take a simpler example. You cover, say, 8 kilometers in 2 hours. 8 kilometers in 2 hours. So in 1 hour, 4 kilometers. In 1 hour, you're able to cover 4 kilometers. So then how long will you take to cover 20 kilometers? 5 hours. 20 by 4, 5 hours. 20 by 4, 5 hours. That's all. That's what is here. But you'll have to simplify this, children. I have not simplified. Please simplify this. Yeah.
It's not divide. What's the simplify?
Oh yeah, divide. Divide.
This is like last. And right, this last. Ma'am, 780 divided by 65 equals 12 hours.
12 hours, is it? Perfect. Very good. Diti, share your portions again on WhatsApp after the class, okay?
Mom, I can send it to you right now.
You can send it right now. All right, fine. Yeah. Thank you.
Ma'am, my portions, right? 6th grade?
Yeah. Your portions. Yes.
Yes. Ma'am, I only have ma'am, the links and everything that we sent to my sister's class in that phone I'm sending because that's the phone I have available right now.
No, you can send it later, Deepti. Just after the class, maybe, or after 9:30, you can share it with me. Or maybe even tomorrow, no problem.
Ma'am, I've already sent it.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, thank you. Done this one, children?
Last interval. Mom, 1 minute. I just need to write 12 hours.
Yeah.
Done, Mom.
Very good.
Yes, done.
Yeah, you write down. Yeah. You want to write down everything? Okay, fine. You're not getting the division, is it? Yeah. So 130 kilometers is covered in 2 hours. So 65 kilometers is covered in 1 hour. Then 780 kilometers will be covered in how many hours? 780 by 65. 12 hours.
Mom, instead of, Mom, for the question we just finished, we're not supposed to write it as question 1, but question 8, right?
Question number you're asking me?
Yes.
Yeah, you please follow the chronological order. Yeah, fine. You continue with the, yes. Yeah. What's the total? $235. Now, what is the required ratio? What is to what? Required ratio is equal to? Yeah, so how many cycles? 115 is to 235. Very good. Yeah, put it in the simplest form. See, Santosh, I don't know if you're reading the question and following. You're just writing something. Okay, are you, whatever you're writing down there, you're following, right? Yeah.
23 is part 47.
Yeah, 23 is 247. Yes.
What is people? What's I'm getting the
Scooter.
answer.
Okay, have you seen this vehicle which is called scooty? Vehicles of that style is called a scooter. Yeah, that's a scooty. Yeah, that's a leg, the one that you keep pushing with your leg, and that's a scooty. Yeah. That is manual. This is with motor. Yeah. So what's the simplest form, Deepthi? So divide both the numbers by 5. All right.
Ma'am, 1 minute.
Divide both the numbers by 5. So 5 2s are 10. 1 comes down. 5 3s are 15. And this one is 5 4s are 20. 3 5 5 7s are 35. So the simplest form is 23 is to 47. The simplest form is 23 is to 47.
Ma'am, as my class goes till 8 and my sister, I think around 9 or so. Ma'am, so can she join in the same device like until 8? Then I will leave and she can continue joining the same device.
No, see, it's already this one was already given to you, the instructions. You will leave this meeting and you will join the meeting using your sister's link. Like you will be in your sister's class from 7:15 to 8 o'clock. Aishwarya has already got the link for her class from 7:15 to 9:30. You will leave this meeting at 7:15 and you will be in your sister's meeting till 8 o'clock. And then you will leave at 8. She will continue till 9:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this is how it will be always. There'll be no change with this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you'll be giving me some separate work to do 7:15 till 8, right?
Yeah. I have a material. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, do this later. Take down this question. Which ratio is larger? Take this question quickly. So this you will work from 7:15 to 8 o'clock. In that duration, this is one of the questions. Done? Done. Next. In a school, the ratio of the number of larger classrooms to smaller classrooms is 3:4. If the number of small rooms is 20, then find the number of large rooms.
Ma'am, we're doing this right now, right?
Yeah, we're doing this now. Yeah. Okay. Very simple question, very simple answer. Just listen to me carefully. Now, in the school, there are two types of classrooms, small classrooms, large classrooms. Okay. How many small classrooms are there? 20. How many large classrooms are there? We don't know. We have to find that only. What ratio is given? Large classroom to small classroom is 3:4. So small classroom to large classroom is 4:3. See, if boys to girls is 3:4, girls to boys will be 4:3. A is to B. Supposing A is to B is 3:4. Then B is to A will be 4:3. Not clear over here? So large classrooms to small classrooms is 3:4. Then small classrooms to large classrooms will be 4:3. Okay. Now you should consider two ratios here. One is given. Large to small is 3:4. Or small to large is 4:3. See, that is given. This is given. Okay. Now, you know that small is 20 and large is X. No. In the same order, you make one ratio. In the same order. What is it given? Small to large is 4:3, right? Now, you create a ratio, small to large. What is small to large? 20:X. And now these two are equal. 20:X is equal to 4:3. 1 minute. See here. I'll just tell you. This is a different question. We are discussing the earlier one. How many small classrooms? 20. How many large classrooms? X. What is the ratio of the small classrooms to the large classroom? See, what is given large to small? No, okay, we'll also write large to small. Okay. What's the ratio large to small? 3:4. Correct? Now, using this, what is the ratio large to small? What is the ratio? X is to 20. Now, these two are equal. X is to 20 is equal to 3:4. If you make large is to small here, you should have large is to small here also. Or you can have small is to large in both the cases. In both the cases, have the ratio small is to large or large is to small. Then only you can equate both. We'll do it both. See, we'll just do it again. See here. Both the methods I'll tell you. See here. This is one. How many small classrooms? 20. How many large classrooms? X. What is the ratio of the small? So what is the ratio you get here? What is the ratio you get here? Small to large, 20:X. 20:X. What is the ratio actually given? Small is to large. Large is to small is given 3:4. So what is small is to large? 4:3. 4:3. Correct? Now these two are equal. 20:X is equal to 4:3. Okay, no, I'll do one thing. I'll just work it both. You can just take this working also. Yeah, you should write everything. 1 second. I'll just make it look more easier by using lesser words. When more words are used, it looks difficult. I'll use less words and more math symbols. We'll do it in two ways here. No. Yeah. No, I'll use less words and more math symbols. Now tell me how many small classrooms? Small classrooms, 20. In this method also, you must write small classrooms, 20. Okay, large classrooms, X. Right, large classrooms, X. Now here you write small classrooms is to large classrooms. What is small classrooms is to large classrooms? 20:X. Here, what is large classrooms is to small classrooms. X is to 20. Now, in the question, one ratio is given, no? In the question, one ratio is given. What is large is to small in the question? Large to small in the question? 3 is to 4. No, large to small is 3 is to 4. No. So here, large to small is given 3 is to 4 in the question. Is given in the question. Now, we'll write that as small is to large here. What is small is to large? 4 is to 3. Equate these two. 20 is to x is equal to 4 is to 3, correct? Here you must equate x is to 20 is equal to 3 is to 4. Now, where is x? In the means or extremes? Means. So you write product of means first here. Product of means is equal to product of extremes. Is equal to product of extremes. Here, where is x in the extremes or means? Extremes. So write product of extremes first. Product of extremes is equal to product of means. Only Satakshi is listening and answering. The others are busy writing the answer. Okay, and Santosh. Okay. So here x is in the means. So you must write product of means is equal to product of extremes. Here x is in the extremes. So write product of extremes is equal to product of means. So what is product of means here? X into 4 is equal to extremes 20 into 3. Here, what is product of extremes? Is equal to product of means 20 into 3. See, you will get the same answer. See, same thing you're getting. Now you should write x is equal to, write this 20 into 3 as it is. And then into 4 will become divided by 4. Same step here, you'll get 20 into 3 divided by 4. So x is equal to 4 ones are 4 fives are 4 ones are 4 fives are. So 5 threes are 15. 5 threes are 15. So number of large classrooms is equal to 15. Right? Large classroom. I'll just write CR, okay? For classroom. Number of large classrooms. Both this, yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, good.
Mom, last class was a writing class, right?
Yeah. No. Last, no, for you, I think we were revising perimeter and area.
Yes, Mom, I wasn't able to attend that class.
Yeah.
I missed the class. So, Mom, you told us to complete a table. That's the only thing we had to do, or did we have to write anything else?
No, we were like doing it together. We were discussing and working. I'll do one thing. I'll share the recording, Aditi. You will get the contents. All right.
Ma'am, because
Yeah.
after the class you sent some tables to complete. So I wanted to ask that are those the only things you had?
No, that was only from 7:15 to 8 o'clock.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, and there were more contents, so I have to listen to the recording, right?
Yeah, correct. For the rest of the class, we'll have to listen to the recording. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, is this over, children?
Ma'am, by next Friday, I'll listen to the recording and I'll finish it.
Yeah, very good. Okay. Done, children? Product of extremes. Yeah. Oh, no, that's going to take a long time. You write it from her later. Okay? You finished? Okay. You'll complete from her? Yeah. Sorry? Correct. Yes. One second. Yeah. No. I'm just saying, no, this we have to do it together because these questions. Yeah, Deepti, you can now leave the meeting and join your sister in her class. I'll share what you have to work till 8 o'clock on WhatsApp. All right?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, until now in the meeting, you have given only one question to do. So you'll be sending the rest in WhatsApp.